Are we getting closer to predicting when true AI will arrive, or are we fooling ourselves? The idea that we can accurately forecast the arrival of artificial general intelligence, AGI, just because we're making progress in AI is a tempting one. But is it a dangerous illusion? Let's dive into this AI aperture of certainty and see if it holds water. This exploration is part of my ongoing coverage of AI, designed to break down complex concepts and keep you informed about the latest developments. You can find more of my analysis on impactful AI complexities here, linked to Forbes' column. AGI and ASI, what are we even talking about? To understand that aperture of certainty, we first need to define our terms. AGI refers to AI that possesses human-level intelligence, capable of understanding, learning, and applying knowledge like a person. Artificial superintelligence, ASI, on the other hand, is AI that surpasses human intelligence in virtually every aspect. Think of it as AI that could not only match our intellect but completely outstrip it. ASI could theoretically solve problems we can't even comprehend, potentially revolutionizing every field imaginable. For a deeper dive into the distinctions between conventional AI, AGI, and ASI, check out my previous analysis, linked to AGI/ASI analysis. Currently, we haven't achieved AGI. In fact, whether we can achieve AGI remains an open question. Some experts believe it's just around the corner, while others think it's decades or even centuries away. The predicted arrival dates for AGI are all over the place, often based on speculation rather than solid evidence. And ASI? That's even further out on the horizon. The aperture of certainty, a seemingly logical idea. Now, let's introduce the core concept, the aperture of certainty. This idea suggests that as we get closer to a goal, our ability to predict its arrival improves. It's intuitive, right? Think about it like this. Imagine you're hiking to a campsite. At the start of your trek, you might estimate it will take 5 to 10 hours. But after hiking for a couple of hours, you have a better sense of the terrain, your pace, and your overall progress. You can then refine your estimate and predict your arrival time with greater accuracy. That's the aperture of certainty in action. As you get closer to your destination, that aperture narrows, giving you a clearer picture. Uncertainty decreases, and your predictions become more reliable. This principle applies to many aspects of life. Applying the aperture to AGI, does it work? Many in the AI community believe this aperture of certainty applies to the pursuit of AGI. The logic is that as we make incremental progress in AI, we should gain a better understanding of when AGI will ultimately be achieved. For example, if some predictions target 2040 as the year of AGI, the thinking goes that by 2035, we should have a pretty good idea whether that target is realistic. By 2030, however, our ability to predict a 2040 arrival would be much less certain. In other words, as we get closer to 2040, our uncertainty decreases, and our confidence in the prediction increases. You can find my analysis of 2040 and other AGI date predictions here, linked to AGI date predictions. But here's where it gets controversial, the pitfalls of overconfidence. While the aperture of certainty sounds good in theory, the real world is rarely so neat and tidy. Just because we've made progress doesn't guarantee smooth sailing ahead. Remember that hike to the campsite? What if you encounter an unexpected obstacle, like a fallen tree blocking the path, or a bear? That could significantly delay your arrival, regardless of how well you were progressing earlier. Similarly, AI development can hit unexpected roadblocks. A seemingly insurmountable technical challenge could emerge, setting back progress for years. Imagine that in 2036, a major hurdle emerges that throws the 2040 AGI prediction into complete disarray. And this is the part most people miss. The danger of secrecy. Furthermore, the secretive nature of AI research could obscure progress. If AI labs are tight-lipped about their advancements, it becomes difficult to accurately assess where we stand and predict future breakthroughs. In 2035, if all the AI makers are secretive and not revealing the status of their AI, it might be difficult to ascertain the status of AI to then project forward to what might arise by 2040. The flip side, the intelligence explosion. Of course, the opposite scenario is also possible. AGI could arrive sooner than expected. Many experts believe in the possibility of an intelligence explosion, where AI rapidly self-improves, leading to AGI in a matter of hours or days. See my discussion on this topic here, linked to intelligence explosion analysis. Imagine that we're steadily making progress in AI, and then, suddenly, we trigger an intelligence explosion. AGI could be achieved almost instantaneously, completely defying previous predictions. Whether an intelligence explosion is likely, or even possible, is a matter of intense debate. And whether it would be triggered by human intervention or emerge spontaneously is another open question. Going back to the AGI aperture of certainty, envision that the year is 2035 and all predictions are aligned that by 2040 we will reach AGI. In 2036, an intelligence explosion happens. It catches us all by utter surprise. In any case, AGI is suddenly achieved in 2036. The takeaway: predictions with a grain of salt. The AI aperture of certainty is a useful concept, but it's crucial to approach AGI predictions with skepticism. Unexpected obstacles, the secrecy of AI research, and the possibility of an intelligence explosion can all throw our predictions off course. As Peter Drucker famously said, trying to predict the future is like trying to drive down a country road at night with no lights while looking out the back window. That's precisely the challenge we face when trying to predict the arrival of AGI. Now it's your turn. Do you think the aperture of certainty is a valid way to approach AGI predictions? Or are we setting ourselves up for disappointment? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think we are closer or further away from AGI than most experts predict? What factors do you think are most likely to accelerate or delay its arrival? Let's discuss.